Good morning, and welcome to ES Patrol live in Manila. Today, we are to witness an exclusive report by Kyla KIUNISALA and an insightful piece of knowledge from our guest scientist, Dr. DURAN.
I'm Kyla KIUNISALA, and today we're at Oslob, Cebu, home of the famous and well-renowned whale shark watching tourist attraction. Here you can see multiple whale sharks interacting with various people, divers, feeders, and tourists from around the world that have come to see the alluring and fascinating creatures. But what had happened for the whale sharks to have gathered at the specific side of the world? We will come to that later. For now, let us look at the weather forecast. Renzo.
Thank you, Kyla. And here in today's weather forecast, here as you can see in the NCR that it's partly cloudy with temperature reaching only as high as 32 degrees Celsius. And in here at somewhere here in the Visayas region, temperature only reaches as high as 28 degrees, especially in the cities and provinces in this region, including Cebu. Thank you once again, and Kyla, back to you.
Thank you, Renzo. And now we're back to the topic of the whale sharks and why in all places in the world they will be in Oslob at this time of year. Oslob, Cebu is a small municipality in the southern tip of Cebu Island, Philippines. It encompasses 21 barangays or villages, including where the whale shark tourist attraction is based, Tanawan. As the largest fish in the sea, the magnificent and gentle whale weighs up to 20 tons. Whale sharks are the biggest living fish, but their elusive nature makes it almost impossible for scientists to learn more about their migration patterns and reproductive habits. The whale sharks have kept appearing in Oslo multiple times when the seasons changed, but they only came in small numbers, and most if not all of them would leave after less than a month. But when a fisherman named Jason Soriano started feeding a whale shark with uyang or baby shrimps, after it continuously bumped its snout on its bangka, more whale sharks came to the area after the feed. Their length varies from 2 to 6 meters. The largest measures 9 meters.
Whale sharks, being the creatures they are today, have no certain migration pattern that they follow, so the recent increase in whale sharks may be exciting, but it affects many of the sea life in the area, which leads us to the question, why are they here? Thankfully, we have an expert who can consult on this. His name is Dr. Julian Raymund DURAN, a marine biologist, and will be the one answering the big questions. So, Julian, what do you think have brought these stunning creatures here, of all places?
There are many factors that supposedly affect the migration patterns of whale sharks. I say supposedly, since we scientists have more questions than answers. What we do know is that these whale sharks are highly nomadic, and they always look for the waters that are not too cold or hot. They look for ones that are just right. They also look for places filled with food that they can digest and eat. Because of these things, whale sharks started to visit Oslob more, since the temperature of the waters around are in their preferred range, 26 to 30 degrees Celsius, and the feeders there have been feeding them food that they can eat and digest, which leads them to stay near the island and its waters. So in the end, these whale sharks have come to Oslo because of humans changing the environment around them, causing them to think that they're a constant source of food, which makes the whale sharks surround the boats and the waters around them.
Thank you, Dr. DURAN, for your insight on this topic. But sadly, that's all the time we have left. Thank you for coming, and good morning.